Hello everybody, welcome. I'm No02, thank you for watching this video. This is Act 3 Quick Play Melee deck. This is a melee deck designed around you playing with 3 random teammates. Thus, we'll have tools, multiple tools that will allow you to provide solutions for multiple problems and allow you to do so even if your teammates are dead and things like that. Though, of course, there's always some sacrifices we've got to make so that we can run the melee deck. This deck, though, in particular is going to be about you being the anchor on the staircase. Be sure to check out the timestamp, especially the one where we talk about the melee card specifically. And otherwise, we'll just get into the deck right now. This is Hazard Pay. Now, when it comes to the copper cards, I always recommend that you run at least one of them. When it comes to which one, I like to say, this is my new saying, my new thing that I've been saying on all my videos. Hazard Pay if you don't trust your teammates, but you trust yourself. Share the Wealth if you do trust your teammates. And Money Grubbers if you're feeling extraordinarily lucky, because people don't seem to always realize that when it comes to Money Grubbers, you need a certain amount of piles of copper in order for it to be better than Hazard Pay or Share the Wealth. In a no hope mode, that just doesn't really happen all the time. You need like a Cost of Avarice mission, or you need hives, like hive after hive after hive, and you need to loot copper there. And if you're feeling lucky, Money Grubbers can be better. But again, you have to loot all of it, and you have to get a Cost of Avarice mission. In fact, you have to get a Cost of Avarice mission like once every three to four missions. Otherwise, Hazard Pay and Share the Wealth end up being better number-wise than Money Grubbers in the long run. So, that's the copper card. Next, Offensive Scavenger, Double Grenade Pouch, Bomb Squad, Improvised Explosive. This is our primary tool for dealing with mutations, coupled with Mark for Death. It's also really nice, even though we don't really invest so much into grenades that we can like sort of grenade dump bosses early on. We're always looking for those purple upgrades. That's the most important team upgrade that you can get, is purple grenades. We are sort of hoping to have enough grenade damage that by the time we get to the boss, grave danger, body dump. By the time we get to the body dump, we'll have enough grenade damage to be one-shotting all the tall boys, and potentially have enough grenades to maybe throw at the final ogre when we break all the nodes, grenade dump that ogre, get out of the mission really quick, things like that. But just enough grenade damage here that be multiplicative with the grenade damage we get as we upgrade them, things like that. I come to really like Marked for Death with melee weapons because it allows us to contribute to dealing with mutations, allows us to contribute damage essentially to our teammates who are shooting at a mutation, but while being able to hold our melee weapon out. So we're still providing crowd control, generating health, doing the melee weapon stuff. But we ping a target, we encourage our teammates to shoot at it, they get to see it more clearly, and they do bonus damage. So this is a really nice way for a melee character to contribute to mutation damage and boss damage, but while still being the melee character and dealing with the horde and things like that. Fire in the hole, run like hell. And then we don't have any extra stamina card here. We've cut all the corners here as far as our ability to sort of speed clutch, solo clutch things. We have like the bare minimum tools, because getting stamina over the course of a mission is easier than finding extra sprint speed. So we just sort of like, take the cards that we're most likely not going to find, we'll put them in our deck, and we hope for extra stamina later. We are desperate for extra stamina here in general for our ability to run around at the body dump and things like that at the end. But we have Adrenaline Fueled and Mean Drunk. I've talked about this a little bit in the past, but when it comes to having a more like stamina efficient melee weapon, I would make the argument that having more melee damage is more important than just like swing efficiency. Why? Because if you don't have to swing twice in order to kill a zombie, and only swing once, that cuts your cost in half, right? That cuts your stamina cost in half if you only need to swing once instead of twice. And so by the time we get to T5, that mission where we're going to be always in demand for stamina, Mean Drunk should hopefully, with our blue or maybe green melee weapon, will be able to cleave multiple zombies down with one hit, generating multiple stacks of Adrenaline Fueled. And that will sort of basically create our engine of just one swing, eliminates multiple zombies, giving us multiple stacks of Adrenaline Fueled. And that should in turn just, really should give you infinite stamina for the most part. Not only that, the nice thing about Mean Drunk is when it comes to running out of stamina and then swinging your sword around, you end up losing damage, and you end up losing swing speed, and you also end up having your melee weapon get stuck in the zombie, so you don't get a full cleave across when you run out of stamina. Well, Mean Drunk helps compensate for two of those things: bonus damage, bonus melee damage in general. Will help compensate for our loss of melee damage if we do end up finding ourselves in a position where we're out of stamina. So there are some circumstances where getting a headshot with Mean Drunk while out of stamina will still one-tap zombies, so it can be quite nice. Not only that, our melee weapon is no longer... Oh no, that's not this card. Oh no! Where's that card? Where's the stuck? Right? Wait, hold on here. Uh-oh. Making a cause damage in a large area. This is not the card I was thinking of. We're still running Mean Drunk. For some reason, I thought Mean Drunk did the other thing. Even still, when your melee weapon gets stuck in an enemy, hopefully some of the Mean Drunk cleave damage is still there. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. I thought this was the card that didn't let your melee weapon get stuck anymore. That's Meth Head. We would never run that card because we need to be able to ADS. We need to be able to ADS. Stingers are your enemy when you're playing melee decks, and so being able to switch to a weapon and shoot a stinger is really, really nice sometimes. So, either way, Mean Drunk helps compensate for the fact that we might be running out of stamina on occasion. And that's going to be our primary way of sustaining our stealth indefinitely, stamina-wise, on the staircase when it comes to T5. We have Vanguard, Battle and Well Rested. And as far as melee decks are concerned, these are like the big three. These are the cards that we care about. Having the ability to infinitely sustain ourselves and our teammates with health and temporary health is just the best part of melee decks in general, in my opinion, for the most part, right? We don't have any extra melee stamina efficiency. We don't have any extra melee attack speed. Learn to dance. Learn the ebb and flow. I don't like to crouch when I melee. I like to step forward, step back, swing, swing, swing at the appropriate times. Every once in a while, you can like sneak in a little melee punch and things like that. But for the most part, you don't need these other, like, I would say, like, quality of life stats. The melee stamina efficiency or the melee attack speed. They're crutches. You're better than that. You can evolve past them. These are things that you can compensate for with a little skill and practice and things like that. Especially now with the claws giving melee attack speed on hit. I don't really like the claws. I like the baseball bat, I like the claws. Those are great melee weapons. When it comes to dealing with the horde and things like that, which is what we're doing. We're on the staircase now. We're generating infinite amounts of health for the most part. And the reason why we have overheal here for well rested is that our Vanguard health and our battle lust health can be translated into temporary health for ourselves and our teammates, essentially recreating what Vanguard was originally before it got nerfed, keeping our team extra healthy. We would love to have Fit as a fiddle, but I would say I really come to like Motorcycle Jacket here. This feels like a small thing, a small sort of like mid-maxy nuanced thing here. When it comes to having extra health and extra health regeneration, damage resistance is basically like health efficiency in a sense, or like healing efficiency. Every 100 points of health, I'm using simple math here, is technically 105, right? That's the way the damage resistance sort of works. Essentially, we're just trying to be more durable, more of an anchor. The reason why I'm not running the other like padded suit, because we're already cutting corners on stamina. I hate losing out on the stamina efficiency and things like that. I hate losing my ability to ADS. And I don't like to be crouched when I melee. I like to dance. And so we sort of miss out on these three cards here because my personal preference is that I end up taking less damage anyways. If I have full movement speed as I run back and forth and things like that. And we need to keep our stamina tool alive as we're going into the body dump, because we're going to be limited. We're going to be tight on stamina in general, things like that. And then when it comes to Numb, where's Numb? Numb is like I feel like Numb is like a win more card. If things are going well and super smoothly, then Numb is obviously better than Motorcycle Jacket in the long run, right? But I like Motorcycle Jacket. Oops. I like Motorcycle Jacket because it's flat. It's standard. It never goes away. And so if things are going horribly, if things begin to fall apart, then you numb becomes useless. Motorcycle jacket though, it's only half the damage resistance, right? We get full movement, it doesn't hurt our stamina, and we get an extra 5 points of health anyways. And so I feel like for the most part it sort of like compensates for itself. But whether you're winning or whether you're losing, motorcycle jacket will always be there. It's got your back. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the future.